Dead by Daylight finally announced the Five Nights at Freddy's Springtrap pack, and it looks really good. I'm actually very excited to be playing this when it comes out. And yeah, I thought what better time to take a look at this Youtooz figure than now. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Dean's Collection. I am, of course, your host, Dean, and I am here to review the Youtooz Yellow Rabbit vinyl figure. Is it worth the $30? I guess we'll find out, but welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today, of course, we're taking a look at the Youtooz collectible Yellow Rabbit vinyl figure, like I said, based on the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'm very excited for this. I've had this figure for a while, so let's get straight into this figure. Of course, if you guys like this video, subscribe, all that stuff. But getting into this figure, it does have a very nice slipcover, which is awesome. I was not expecting that, but the slipcover is really cool to protect the box if you're really that into box collecting, or if this figure was ever autographed. It has its own slipcover, so it can be protected at all costs, and I'm very happy about that. So one day, maybe Matthew Lillard can sign this for me. Sadly, my box does have a little bit of a tear, not the protective case, but you know, the actual box. This is kind of what I did myself, but the box art does look cool. There is some differences from the slipcover to the actual box, so it does look nice. I'm very happy that we did have this included, so it's really cool. So props for that, absolutely, especially for 30 bucks. So the actual box, you can see on the top corner, I do have a little tear there, but that's no biggie. That's pretty much the only damage there. But there is some nice ball pin looks there. Got the William Afton on the side there. You got the Spring Bonnie outfit on there. You do have a quote on the bottom that says, "You couldn't just leave it alone, could you? Lucky me." And at the back, a beautiful image of Spring Bonnie with, "You wretched little rotten beast, I made you." A beautiful quote. That is one of my favorite lines from the movie. Do have an image of William Afton. I would already take a look at that. And then there's some stuff there designed by and the authenticity code just to see if it's fake or not. When you open the slip, there is one more little quote, and it, of course, is "I always come back." A classic Springtrap quote that you will always hear. So, taking the figure out, honestly, I really do like the box. And of course, the inside of the box has the Five Nights at Freddy's logo with the balls all around. I really like the packaging. It looks like they put a lot of time and effort into their packaging, and I really do appreciate that. It looks great, and it looks so good on display. Now, the packaging looks great. I love that it comes with the protective thing, but is this figure worth it, though? And I have to say, I'm on the fence about it. So, first glance at this figure, it looks great. It looks like you're getting what you got. It's a nice little collectible figure. It's almost close to Pop figures, but a little bit more detailed, and you know, just has that style that looks a lot better than Pop's, to be honest. I really do like the sculpt work of this entire thing. I think it does look really great. It's not one-to-one with the render, sadly, but it does look very nice all the way around. They did try their best with trying to replicate that render as closely as they could. I really do like the weathering and the scarring. I really like just the overall look of this Spring Bonnie outfit, and it just looks nice overall. I love the purple bow tie. I think that looks really cool. There is a little bit of sloppiness on the fingers, which suck. I do not like that, especially for 30 bucks. I'm going to be mentioning the price because it's a $30 little figure. So any little paint mishap like on that bow tie, I'm going to gripe about. And there is a lot of paint mishap here and there. I would like to take my hand at trying to replicate the colors of the actual render. I don't think it's going to be that hard at all, and I feel like I can do it, especially with a simple figure like this, because I don't really care for the overall color they chose for the outfit. It just doesn't look correct. It's a little too yellowy to me, and of course the camera picks up a little bit, you know, it picks up a different color. You know, the yellow looks a little bit more brighter than it does in person, but I feel like I can still make it work. But you can swap the heads out. It is just on a single ball joint, and it does take a little bit of time to take it on, especially with that William Afton head. It is a little bit tight, so you're going to have to force it just a little bit, but it should be good. It seems like a pretty good quality, and that William Afton head is beautiful. They did amazing with this William Afton head. I love the sculpting of the hair, the coloring of the sides, and how it fades back into its normal color. I really like that sculpting looks great on the hair. It looks beautiful. Sculpting on the beard looks nice. The smile, the face, the wrinkles, and that little bit of sweat looks perfect. And I'm very happy that they did an amazing job with this head sculpt. I really like the spring body look, but man, I'm going to be rocking the William Afton look, especially with that spring body head on the floor, making it look like he threw his mask down. So they're really cool. But yeah, like I said, I am still on the fence if this is a worth it figure, but it is fun looking. I feel like you can have a lot of fun with this figure. There's no posability because it is just a basic vinyl figure, but he does have a ball joint at the head, so he can look up and down just a tiny bit because it is just on a ball joint, and of course a swivel because of course the swivel, it's on a ball joint, so you get a lot of swivels with ball joints. And on the William Afton head, you can make him look down and up a little bit further, some side to side, and a little bit more of a tighter rotation at the head. So that just kind of sucks. But this figure looks great. I just think the coloring of the suit and that sloppy little paint job here and there, I don't care for that much. And again, $30, it's you know, I would expect a little bit more. And especially since this is my first Youtooz, I'm just a little bit more critical about it. I don't know, but it does look great, especially in person. When you see the yellow in person, it does look a little bit more faded out yellow than it does, you know, what you're seeing here on camera. That's just because of my how my camera picks up the lighting and stuff like that. But overall, I think it's a pretty decent little figure. I'm going to give it probably a 4.8 out of 5. But it is really good. So if you ever got this figure, I would say it would be worth it for you, especially if you're a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan from the movie and the games. I would highly suggest this figure for you. But $30 though, I don't know. I just can't get past that price, to be honest, especially for a little vinyl figure that just stays there and it's very cartoony. Just, you know, it's like an expensive pop figure. That's just what I get from it. But that is pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to do this small little video for Friday because next Friday I have something a little bit bigger and it's going to take up my whole week of filming. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tiny little surprise review, and I thought it would be nice to celebrate Five Nights at Freddy's coming to Dead by Daylight, and also just Five Nights at Freddy's in general. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the review Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.